And what brings you here today?
I killed my neighbor's dog.
So is this a court-ordered appointment?
No, nobody knows. I'm just having a hard time sleeping. I think it's repressed guilt manifesting itself in my subconscious state.
I'll do the analyzing here if you don't mind. Why'd you do it?
I'd go to work in my garden. He'd bark at me. I'd go to cook on my grill. He'd bark at me. I'd go to relax in my hammock. He'd bark at me. I don't think some fleabag mutt should have control over my peace and quiet.
Granted, he sounds like a nuisance, but I don't know that animal cruelty's the answer. Didn't you try talking to your neighbors?
They're worse than the dog. Angel, shut up! Angel, be quiet! Angel, get over here!
Well,
Couldn't shut them up!
for the record, what kind of dog was Angel? Or is Angel? Or was Angel? Very fitting name, it turns out.
It's one of those dust mop pocketbook Yorkshire Terriers that only stops yapping when it's eating or sleeping or...
As far as I'm concerned, if you can't smack the side of a dog and get that nice thumping sound, it's not really a dog anyway. Yeah. But, it is the family pet. It was the family pet after all.
I don't think they're too broken up about the loss.
Oh. I'm just a little curious. How did you do it?
The plan was to wrap him in bacon strips, tie him to a tree, and just wait for coyotes.
Wow. That's an A for creativity.
But I thought that might be too difficult to pull off, so instead, I laced a steak with decon and just tossed it over the fence.
A kinder and gentler canine killer. So, trouble sleeping. Nightmares.
I have this dream where I'm in an operating room, I'm surrounded by doctors and nurses. And although she's wearing a mask, I can tell one of them is my mother. And I can see and hear everything. But I can't move. I can't even blink. And then the doctor says, scalpel. And the next thing I know, he's cutting me open. And then a nurse holds up Angel, shows him to my mother. And she just nods. And then I wake up. What do you think this means?
You are one sick puppy. And a whole bunch of billable hours. You do have insurance, right?